Like, I got to get my YouTube back going, because that's really where it's at for real. When the long form content that I pretty much do, like the long form, I don't really do, which I am going to get into, but I don't really do a lot of shorts and a lot of really quick, um, videos. A lot of my stuff is more so about education, and it don't take 5-10 minutes for me to do that. Like I said, I'll get to that point, but for where I'm at right now and what I'm trying to get through to God's people, this is pretty much what I'm trying to do. And it doesn't take, excuse me, it takes much longer than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hell, 15 for the messages that God downloads in my to deliver to y'all. So just bear with me, y'all. Give me like maybe 3 to 5 minutes, like I said, to give people a little bit of time to pop in on YouTube and also to pop in on my IG. I see some people on IG already. JT Flow State, thank you so much for joining live in real time this morning. My boy Diego Scuzz, I already know who you are now. Because you announced the actual name, the government, last time. So I appreciate you for joining live in real time. But y'all bear with me, give me a few moments. What I got this morning is definitely going to bless people's spirits and bless people's soul. I'm telling you. So I just want y'all to just know that y'all are in for a treat. Grab your popcorn, get your breakfast, get whatever, because we starting off early. We heavy hitting early this morning with what God has downloaded in my spirit over the past few days since the last time I have been live and seen y'all. And just within the past hour, you might as well say 24 hours. So just give me a moment. Like I said, about 3 to 5 minutes, if even that, and I'll be right back with y'all. Give me a moment, y'all. All right. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and at least get started. I don't want to hold people too long, and I want to get this message basically out to people that I know, as I always share with you all and tell you, people that I know that will have the ears to hear, people that I know my messages will resonate with and are resonating with. I definitely want you all to understand that there is power in drawing near in your relationship with Christ, in your relationship with God. I do not want people to think that um, it is just a happenstance. It is just a coincidence why you begin to start seeing God begin to move in the way that He does with blessings and favor for many of us chosen ones. I don't want people to think that this is just a coincidence. There are things that you have to do behind the scenes as a means of sacrifice and obedience for God to be allowed to move for you and be able to move for you. So I'll say this. First of all, my intro, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever this video finds you in the world, I pray that it touches you, and I pray that it blesses you to some capacity. Father God, in the name of Jesus, I'm coming to you right now asking that you, that you increase, Lord, and that I may decrease, that you will be able to allow me to bring forth this message from you, Father God, that you will be able to get all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. Lord, you know what it is that I'm trying to do in regards to this next chapter, this new season in my life, Lord. Please bless it that people that will hear and see these live streams that I do, Lord, bless them to, under the sound of my voice, to either be saved, draw nearer to you, and understand that you are the only way, the truth, and the light. Father God, I just ask you to just clear my mind, allow me to be able to deliver this message in the exact way, shape, form, and fashion that you have called me to do. And these prayers that I ask in your name, in Jesus' name, amen. So this is what I want to specify. I'm not even going to, I don't know how long in particular this live stream is going to be. I'm going to be specifically obedient when it comes to God in regards to this move and this word this morning that he has laid upon my heart to be able to bring forth to you all. This season of favor, miraculous power, supernatural blessings that many of us chosen ones are beginning to see and beginning to experience behind the scenes in our lives. God is being extremely, and he's being very intentional with how he is moving for us, because he knows that we are doing things that not many people either are willing to do, want to do, or are accepting the call to do. So he does not take it lightly that he wants us to begin to be raised up in this time in our lives. He's not doing things accidentally. He's not doing things coincidentally. He's not doing things by happenstance. God is intentionally moving for us to usher in an element of people knowing that he is real. And that's why many of us chosen ones hop online, and that's why we get online here lately, because we, like I tell y'all before, and like I have spoken before on many of my live streams and videos, God has entrusted us to be his mouthpiece. See, everybody cannot do this, and we don't say this as a means to try to brag on our speaking, because like I just said in that prayer, we're decreasing so God can increase. So the fact that we are speaking and talking in the way, shape, form, and fashion in which we're talking these days, this is nobody but God that is telling us, hey, look, I need you to go forth before me. I know that the people will rock with you. I know the people will believe you. I know the people will entrust your authenticity. I know that the people will believe that your transformation is real, that it's not a game and it's not a facade. So that's why many of us are speaking the way that we're speaking, because God has let us know that he is co-signing us and that he entrusts us to be able to get the job done. We are now seeing, many of us in our lives, that the things that we just simply think, not even so much as say, some of us can't even get the words out of our mouths. Some of us cannot even get the prayers out of our mouths. It is simply what we're thinking, especially in good faith, obviously, us being clean spirits. We are seeing how God is just moving off of our thoughts. Now, I'm gonna give a few examples in here, just so it can be clear. This is why. Sorry, IG, about that little glitch. This is why I tell you all, and why I try to speak to you all in the way that I do. Obviously, hopefully not in offense, but sometimes people are committed to misunderstanding you anyway. So it doesn't really matter how you say things. Many times, sometimes it's just the fact that you are the messenger, and people just don't want to hear it coming specifically from you. We are seeing now at a time that when you are properly aligned with correct energy, the correct people, that God has the ability to move in supernatural ways for you, like never before. You, like I tell y'all a lot of times on my live streams and different things like that, you have to be very careful of the company that you keep, the energy that you allow within your space, the energy you allow within your circle, the energy you allow within your mental and your mind, your head space. It is very hard, and it is difficult for God to show himself approved and to show himself in a face of confusion, discord, dysfunction, gossip, messy energy. God has a hard time when he cannot be heard because it's a lot of other distractions and different things like that going, a lot of havoc, a lot of chaos going on. When you begin to understand that it is your blessings are contingent upon how you move, we can control all of this. See, a lot of people are held up in limbo and they stay stagnant because they give a lot of outside energy and other people too much power, other situations too much power. God has given us the authority to step on scorpions and snakes, meaning any negative energy that hinders us and that blocks us from access to him. That means basically in so many words that we have the power to shift and change that. If ain't nobody got no gun to your head telling you, hey, no, this is what I want you to do, this is how I want you to move, you better do this, you better do that, then you have ultimate autonomy and free will to do exactly what God is telling you to do. That voice when you know that you ain't moving right, that voice that you know that you ain't doing right, that you shouldn't be around certain energy anymore, that you should be moving a certain way, that ain't nobody but the Holy Spirit letting you know, look, this and that, or whatever the case may be, is what is hindering and blocking me from being able to really bless you. Okay? A lot of us are at a place in our lives, like I just said, because of our obedience, God is moving for us in ways unlike no other, just based off of our thoughts, because we have began to fast more. We obviously have gotten our prayer closets, and we are very, very serious at this point in our lives with gatekeeping our energy from being siphoned. We, with the gifts that God has given us, with the power and the authority that God has given us, we know when people's intentions towards us are not pure. We're not faking it anymore. We're not hiding it anymore. We're not trying to do things to where other people are made to feel comfortable. If we feel an ounce that we are not comfortable, we are moving. You understand? We are shifting our energy. That way God can move in, excuse me, I don't remember if that was a little fly or something. That way God can move and he can do the things that we know he's capable of doing for us. I'm speaking about provision because it is not something that God just uh, dangles like a carrot, you know what I mean, over our lives, dangles in front of our eyes, dangles, before us. His provision is already there. For many of us, the blessings that God is trying to get to us, it's just as simple as being, say for example, wherever you all live, your houses, it's just as simple as being directly maybe across the street from you. If you're in your house, directly being in another room. These are how close these blessings are to you. But if you do not shift and move in a way that God is trying to get you to see how you need to be moving to usher them in, it's going to be hard for him to do that. It's just no other way around it. I don't know, what other way to try to pacify people to make them feel like it's going to be another route to getting here. No, there's certain things that you are going to have to give up. There are certain things that you are going to have to remove. Certain energy you're going to have to remove yourself from in order for God to move. So I'm saying all this to say that within these past couple of months, I mean, obviously this the beginning, since the beginning of this year, you know, when you begin to really start to take your relationship with God more seriously, and you begin to, obviously, when I talk, y'all know I don't talk in the means of perfection, because God knows that it's impossible for us to do that down here. But God is always after man's heart. So he knows when you are doing things from a pure place, from a place of true, genuine, hey, look, God, I'm really trying to get to you. I'm really, it's just a lot of, things within my circumstance, potentially my environment. But Lord, this is what I'm really trying to do. God knows your heart. That's why I be telling y'all, man, worrying about man is that's just a waste of time, because that's not what we're here for. We're only here to believe and trust in God solely. That's it. The provisions that have happened and that have been happening and that are getting ready to happen for my family within these past couple of months, My family has been, and when I say family, I'm talking about immediate. I'm talking about the people that I'm spiritually aligned with. I ain't talking about people down the bloodline, because a lot of that energy is not what it was supposed to be, and it's not what it is. A lot of times people are just blood relation, like y'all hear me saying, like I said before. A lot of people are just blood relation. They not family. A lot of strangers that come in your life, you know what I mean, throughout your life, they'll be more family to you than actual people that are blood relation to you. So when I'm saying certain stuff as far as the provision and the covering and the favor, I'm talking about my immediate family. My brother was in an accident in April where he clearly did not have to walk away from. If people would have seen the vehicle, if they would have seen the actual vehicle after his accident, there is no way. My best friend even said it like an 18 wheeler hit him. Like, there's no way physically possible that he shouldn't have walked out even just unscathed, walked out unscathed. See, a lot of times people think that favor, and like I told y'all, like I posted the other day on the reel, the chosen ones, our currency is our favor. I mean, excuse me, our favor is our currency. We don't we don't we don't brag on the materialism, or boast in God about materialism. We boast in God about favor. That's what we do, because we understand that things in our lives could clearly be different. They clearly could have been different if we were not moving in the way that we were supposed to be moving. When I saw the picture of the vehicle, just even knowing that my very recent nephew that was just born in February, he could have potentially been in that back seat, as well as my other niece, my other baby niece, could have been in that back seat, and typically we're supposed to be in that back seat. God said no, absolutely not. They will not be in this car this day, because I already know what's getting ready to happen. So we're gonna reroute, we're gonna reorchestrate this whole day to where they're not in there. And the stroller was, I'm talking about like a whole sandwich. So it's things like that. Okay? Also, towards the end of the school year, nieces were supposed to have been on the bus. This particular day, they were not on the bus. Neighbor calls my sister-in-law, nervous, frantic, scared. Hey, bus was in an accident. Are the kids okay? Intentionally that day, my nieces, they didn't catch the bus. They didn't ride the bus. The same young man that typically sits next to my niece, and obviously, we want everybody's children to be okay, but I'm talking about the favor and provision here. So don't miss the point. My niece, the young man that she normally sits next to, bless his heart, ended up with a concussion. My niece would have been in that same seat if she was not, if she was on that bus. So I'm saying certain things to say to you that in life, when you really are spiritually aligned, when you begin to allow God to open up your eyes to see, you will realize that your favor, it does not come with money. Your favor comes with healing. Everybody knows our mother situation. Your favor comes with being covered. I'm talking about God will block certain things from you. God will keep you from certain energy. God will remove certain energy, because he's not playing about you. And I'm not talking about people that like to use these analogies and use these terms when it's convenient, but yet you still moving around and you out here being messy. I ain't talking about y'all. I ain't talking about people that operate like that. God don't want nothing to do with y'all, and he don't have time to be involved in that level of foolishness. God is moving in ways of provision for people that he know have clean hearts, and that he understand that people that really, really, truly trust and believe him when all is said and done. When everybody else turns their back on him, when everybody else says, oh, well, it ain't that serious, and you still standing in the gap, trusting and believe. And trusting and believe on the back end, God gonna stand in the gap for you. He's gonna send provision for you. Case in point, live stream I did a few weeks ago. I let it be known, had a little incident in our house, had a water leak from the ceiling. This is how I'm trying to get people to understand how serious this stuff is. Because I'm trying to drop jewels so that way people can understand that it can happen just as well as for you as it's happening for me. This particular incident, you know what I mean, that happened, water tank leaking, water leaking all through the ceiling. We've been here. This is probably the third time this has happened in our home. So after a while, the PTSD that you have from stuff, you have a certain level of armor where you just know how to move and you just know mentally how to just process what's going on. This whole situation, this whole time, I just looked at, and I did a live stream talking about this or whatever, but you get to the point in life where you just always try to find the good and stuff. You always try to find what they call a silver lining and what is going on around you because you know that it could always be worse. So God pays attention to that as well. Don't think that he don't. Mind you, I'm about to give y'all, I say this is my chuckling season. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna make you laugh. Because, see, now God is moving for the chosen ones to where, with all the hell that we've gone through and that we've been through, and some of us maybe even still going through, God is allowing us to be able to laugh a little bit. He's allowing us to be able to feel like, hey, it's okay for you to have a little fun. Well, it's a little B back here, y'all. For you to have a little fun. It's okay for you to just know that, like, for real, at the end of the day, I got you. And the stuff that he do and allows. So last week, was that Friday to be exact, I come in the house, but not come, I won't even in the house yet. I come home, I'm backing in my garage or whatever, and my youngest son comes out and he asked me, can he use my vehicle to go chill with his friends, whatever. Hey, no problem. But he proceeds to tell me that, did our daddy tell you about the guy that, that they put a hole in the ceiling, da, 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 da. And I'm thinking, like, hole in the ceiling, like, we already got stuff going on with the people supposed to be coming, like, I'm thinking in my mind, like, oh, look, what else that happened? So I'm trying to just brace myself before I go in my house for what I'm gonna see. Because my son was like, yeah, the guy, he stepped through the roof, and my oldest son, he was over in that area, I think, making something, a sandwich or doing something, and he had to kind of run because the guy's foot came through our roof. Mind you, this the provision. That's why I say chuckling season, y'all. This work that we were supposed to have been having done, obviously, home warranty, they take care of the elements with the whole appliances and stuff, the hot water tank, all of that. But the damage that was done as far as the drywall and all that type of stuff, we would have had to basically come out of pocket for that. You know what I mean? Insurance, it just would have been ridiculously high. It's like no point. that's why I say chuckling season. This whole incident, right, with this guy foot coming through our ceiling, why they were up there, assessing and putting the hot water tank in. Do you understand and realize that these people just left our home, what's this, Saturday, and the work ended up being free? The work ended up being done at no extra cost because they went on ahead and fixed what they caused, the damage that they caused, and then the other little area that was up there. Y'all go, yeah. I'm gonna start laughing a little bit more on these live streams because it's getting. God is so funny. I mean, it's like we making a whole comedy special together now here lately these days, because God is he's studying his chosen one so much to a T, because he's watching our temperament behind the things that we deal with and that we go through, and he's almost like assuring us, like, you know what, man, let me reward you for moving like that. Let me reward you for not doing what you really want to do, what your flesh want to do. Let me reward you for being calm. It's so many things that God is showing many of us in this season, that we're ushering in certain elements and in certain aspects by way of how we keep our attitude. Just by how we keep our attitude. Like, I could have walked in my house not was that last Friday? I could have walked in my house with an attitude. I could have walked in my house, I'm talking about, irritated to a T. I could have walked in my house mad. Not last Friday, but not this one that just passed, but the one before that, y'all. I could have walked in my house, I'm talking about, irritated. But I just was like, and I walked in. The funny part, I started laughing. My mom been with me for a little minute. They're just chilling. You know what I mean? She can go from house to house if she want to. You know what I mean? And we just was laughing. My husband made a comment about you getting a show today. I mean, we were just in there, just talking about the guy's foot just coming through the roof, and look at what God did. It's no telling how much this whole situation would have cost us out of pocket. Like, it's no telling how much the bill would have ran up. That's why I said things happen in your life, but God getting ready to run them blessings. He's getting ready to run them blessings because of your obedience. I need people to stay focused. I need people that when it's beyond your control, when you cannot control the outcome, when it is beyond what you can do, I need people to seriously, I know people hear it all the time, I need you to seriously just let go and let God. Let go and let God. Get out of his way. Like, I just was like, my hands, like, at this point, I'm just doing this a lot here lately. Like, my hands in the air saying, I don't even feel like being stressed out. And I just told you about the financial, the supernatural financial blessing last week. Randomly, I was listening to a video working on my second house for the day. Last Thursday, on my second house for that day. Okay? Listening to a video, being happy for somebody else's blessing. I told y'all I dropped and sprinkled the little jewels in that video. The game in it all, the jewel in it all, the access in it all is learning how to be happy for other people's blessings. Learning how to be, and I ain't talking about that face value happy, that fake happy, that, oh, you smiling because people looking at you. I'm talking about you genuinely in here are excited and happy because God is blessing and moving for other people. I listened to that video I told you about 15 times in my ear because I didn't want to keep touching my phone because I was working. And I just was getting a little teary-eyed about that dude's situation and what God do for me. And like I just told my family, the crazy part is God probably already had that blessing like I be telling y'all. Like I be telling y'all how the blessings probably be right across the street or right in the other room of y'all houses. It be that close. That blessing probably was already there that day, earlier that day or the day before, but I just had not checked certain financials because I'm like, okay, I already know I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to make sure I get this done to get myself back, you know what I mean, out of the red, whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be having to move this way. And God was like, no, you're not you. Maybe somebody else, but not you. And that whole time, I'm not even realizing that without me checking all of that and knowing all of that, God had already moved for me. That was the trick. God had already did it, but I didn't see it yet. That's what I want y'all to understand. A lot of times, God has already done it for y'all. God has already moved for y'all, but y'all haven't turned that page. Y'all haven't made it to the next chapter yet. That's why you can't get weary in well doing. Don't feel like everything that you're doing is at a defeat. The things that you're doing are in vain. Don't feel that way. Please don't feel that way. Please understand and know that, like I said, and like I'm going to keep saying, when your heart is clean and pure, God can move and bless you. But when your energy is off and it's not right, because you got to get right with God. There's no way to access this level of favor, supernatural power and blood. There's no way to access it. That's why I be telling y'all, and that's why I told y'all, in regards to all this provision and favor and stuff that God is doing and moving for many of you all that will see this, for many of the chosen ones that will see this, for my chosen few that's gonna watch, God is moving for us because he know we produce fresh fruit. Everything that we touch, everything that some of y'all touch or are getting ready to touch, if your spirit is clean, pure, and your heart is right, you got the right heart posture, God gonna make it. He's gonna make it happen for you. Because there's no way. That's why you don't go back trying to rebut your name, whatever people say, you don't waste that energy. We're moving forward. It's forward motion over here. People will see, regardless of who want to hear it, regardless of who don't like it. People will see that you produce fresh fruit. People will see that, you know what? Let me just leave them alone. You might want to go play where it's safe. Y'all hear me say that all the time too. You better off playing and running and sitting down in front of a bus, laying down on the railroad tracks. That's safer. Yeah, than messing with a chosen one. that's been through the trenches, been through the storm, been through the rain, been through the flood with God, and we ain't wavered and we ain't folded yet. See, everybody else want to be loyal to the streets, loyal to people, places, and things that don't serve you. Chosen ones, we loyal to God and God only first. Then other people might fall in line with that. Then other people might come into play with that. Other than that, we ain't worried about you because we don't have time. We've been there, we've done that, we tried for many, and we're not doing it no more. We realized that when our back is against the wall, when we was in that pit, we realized who came and scooped us and who came and got us. We realized that now. A lot of us knew it then, but we just didn't accept it. So that's why now that we're in alignment, that's why now that we're in alignment, we're supposed to be, that's why God is moving quickly for us. It's not taking years to get us our miracles, to get us our blessings. No, it's not. I told y'all with the situation with our mother, it took so long because the wrong energy was around. Soon as the proper energy came into play, last March, soon as the right energy came into play, when we switched over home health people, switch companies, switch. And I had to have enough discernment to know when to move, how to move, to help assist that, so God could usher that in for real. Had to have the right frame of mind to be able to know, oh, let me get on the phone. These people, something ain't right. These people off. It won't even a month later, standing. And let me tell you something. Your blessings come slowly. Look. Don't be thinking that it's gonna be a microwave, one-stop shop. The way God moves for us, it's a slow cook. Like I tell y'all all the time, it's a slow cook. Because many times God be allowing people, like I tell y'all, he allow things to happen to many of us. So the same people that do it to us, the same way that y'all was playing and doing what y'all was doing, he gonna make sure that you able to see these blessings too. So it's a slow cook. It's a whole straight up finesse. God is not playing. Oh, you thought that you was gonna be able to do this and then I not? Okay. Let me get on down here. Let me get on downstairs here. Cause see, y'all thinking y'all got some power and y'all don't know who I am. That's how God is moving for so many of us chosen ones behind the scenes. That's how he moving for us. I promise you. That's why you gotta be ye steadfast, unmovable, unshakable. I'm talking about your faith gotta be so strong that people can bump you, knock into you, whatever, try to knock you down, and you keep getting up. Just like I tell you, that boxer that's on that pavement. I mean, getting up at the 10th count, and his legs looking wobbly. I love boxing, y'all. So I used to watch boxing with my late granddaddy. Bucket list is going to a fight in Vegas. Yes, sir. And I know he gonna do it for me. Sure is. All of those things, it's like they say, it's only a test. It's only a test. This level of favor, these blessings that God is getting ready to give you, he can't just hand them out. Everybody can't just get, because it's gonna take, you're gonna have to be strong. You're gonna have to be discerning. You're gonna have to know who you're supposed to be blessing, who you even supposed to be around. You can't just have this type of power. God can't just give you these type of blessings and you just not ready. You're gonna fumble them the same way people fumble you and fumbled y'all, many of us. You're gonna fumble them blessings, and God is like, no, I can't do that to you. I gotta make sure you're ready. I gotta make, just like when people moving in apartments, they call them make ready. I gotta make you ready. I gotta make you ready. You're not ready yet, baby. You're not ready. I know you think you're ready. I know you feel like you're ready. I know you, quote unquote, want to be ready. I still got a work in you to do. That's why when we get to this point, like I be telling y'all, for many of us, we cannot be moved. We can't be taken down. We can't be broken. We cannot be played with once that switch is on. And that switch is on for many of us. That's why God is moving the way he is. I was talking about God moving and God getting ready to move. And I'm still going to keep saying it because I already know it. Periphery is here. But it's just like what I be telling y'all, the analogy of across the street. I just got to align myself properly. That financial blessing and breakthrough for me, it's here. I just got to make my way to it. I got to stay spiritually covered and spiritually aligned so he can get it to me, which is why I'm not, every aspect and how I'm moving, why I'm moving, ain't about to change. And I know I said the other day on that Tuesday live stream, ain't changing no time soon. It ain't going to ever change. I ain't never going back. Never. So either people meet you where you at, they come up to where you at, or they get simply left behind. That's why I named my followership Chosen Few. Nips, he said it best. Small circle is a chosen few. Everybody's not going to be able to see you in this new season. See you in this new version of yourself. Understand this new version of you, this new element of what God is doing in your life. Everybody's not even going to be able to take it. They're not even going to be able to stomach it because they want you to be the old you. They want you to be what they want you to be because it's comfortable for them and where they at. No, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. We're elevating and we're moving how God wants us to move now. Like it or not, or don't like it. That's where we are now. Many of us have been pushed to this. People be thinking that what they gonna do to you and what they've done to you is gonna have you coddled up in a corner somewhere. And what they do to you is gonna have you in a straight jacket, and they don't even understand all the while it's just pushing you off the cliff into your favor. Pushing you off the cliff into your next version of yourself. Pushing you off your cliff into your destiny. Thank you. Thank you. I ain't mad at nobody. But see, when you move and talk like this, everybody, because they conviction, they feel like, or you talking to them, they feel like you're mad at them. It ain't about you. It ain't about you, or you. It's about me and my relationship with God and what I have finally accepted the call for. Ring, ring. I didn't accept the call. I have. And not so much as just accepted the call. I finally just picked up the phone. Don't get upset with people when they're trying to elevate. Elevation calls for separation, you guys. When you begin to elevate in life, God is going to start shifting people right on off that chessboard. Like I keep telling y'all, the minions that was in the way, God putting destiny helpers right on that board. Supportive angels right on that board. Excuse me. God is pushing people right on out the way. He's allowing people to say stuff, to do stuff, and they don't even have to say directly exactly what it is. If you got the proper element of discernment within you, God is going to let you know exactly what that meant and what it was. This is why when chosen ones, when we get to this point where we're really, really in tune with God, it's hardly anything you can pull over our eyes. You can't pull the wool over our eyes once we get to this point. That's why I be talking about being sober-minded, because a lot of times certain vices that we partake of, they keep our mind cloudy. They keep us from focusing. They keep us from really, really understanding what's going on. Like we could see and we could know, but we're not in the right frame of mind to understand spiritually what we're going through, spiritually what is going on, the attacks that we're under. So when you start fasting, when you start being sober-minded, clear-minded, when you start moving in certain aspects in certain ways, the bad energy on people is going to start to regurgitate. I mean, it's going to purge out of them and off of them like nobody's business. You're going to be able to understand and see who your ops were all along. You thinking it's Tom, Dick, and Harry, and it ain't even the sort. It ain't even them. It's the people that you thought you would have been able to take on this new little horizon with you. It's them folk. Yeah, it hurts, but once you get past that hurt, once you dust it off, once you get past the point of no return, like you can't unsee what you see. You can't unknow what God has downloaded in your spirit about people, so you can be careful, so you can watch your back, because ain't nobody else gonna watch your back the way you do. Squad up. It's me, God the Father, the Holy Spirit. I don't need a whole bunch of people around me, no entourage. No, that's my entourage. The best entourage to have, I'm going to tell you right now. That's the best entourage to have. You be thinking that it's this one, that one, that. No, 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 no. Give me that quality any day over quantity. Give me that quality, please, and thank you. I don't want a lot of people around me these days. Sure don't. Sure don't. I'm good. I'm good. Because when you know what it is, you just simply know what it is and you move accordingly, like I be telling y'all. Stop feeling guilty and stop feeling almost like a survivor's remorse because you elevating. Stop it. They gonna be mad at you. They not gonna like you regardless of how you move, whatever you do. You can even start back and go back. And they still gonna be hating, still gonna be talking, still gonna be doing this, still gonna be doing that, still gonna be monitoring, still gonna have that copycat spirit, still all that's forms of witchcraft. All of that type of energy is forms of witchcraft. All of it. All of it. And it will deplete your spirit if you're not careful. It will have you drained if you're not careful. Just like water in the bathtub. I'm talking about over time. Before you know it, you don't have nothing left. That's why you got to understand and know what you're up against when you start moving in this way. When you start trying to be closer to him and negating and not even worrying about what other people got going on. It's irrelevant to your task at hand. So I'm talking about, like I keep saying, it's almost like when I say stuff now, because of what God told me last year, you better not be quiet. It's almost like he's gladly stepping in my favor, stepping in for me to let it be known that, yeah, she talking to me. Yeah, she talking to me. Yeah, I heard her. And now that's what I'm getting ready to do. Same access y'all can have. And whatever vices that you have, you guys, don't let nobody make you feel bad about what you're trying to clear your head of. Talk to the only person that really can make a change and a difference for you in that. Ask God to remove certain tastes from your mouth. Ask God to remove certain desires from your heart. Ask him. Talk to him about it. And allow him to slowly churn those desires away from you, up off of you, up off your spirit. And he'll do it. He'll do it. Please understand, he'll do it. People be thinking that prayer ain't real. Y'all, it is real as whatever you looking at, as the screen that you watching me on, it's real. It is so real, it's not even funny. It's the ones that's not ready that want to make it seem like, oh, it ain't this and ain't that. Well, it can't be a, oh, Lord, it's real. You can sit on over there with that energy. Yeah, God ain't gonna be able to move with you. Anyway, that's why I don't waste his time with certain people. The ones that he know, believe wholeheartedly, like I told my sister earlier, I got a psycho faith. I'm crazy. People say, oh, I'm crazy. I'm like that. When it comes to my belief system, I'm straight psycho. I'm a lunatic, loony. I believe in stuff that I have no idea how I'm going to get it. I have no idea how it's going to get to me, but I believe because it's what God told me. It's what God put in my spirit while I was sleeping, by the way. Sometimes your unconscious and subconscious mind is where God resides the most. That ain't your dreams. A lot of your dreams, that ain't just, oh, it's a dream. That's God speaking and talking. Because sometimes your conscious mind, while you awake, while you moving around, sometimes your conscious mind get distracted. Sometimes your conscious mind feel like, I don't know. Your subconscious mind, he like, this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and we going to move here, all you got to do is receive it. It's really not too much to this, y'all. That's really the message I'm trying to get forth to people with this provision thing, with this favor thing. It's really not, don't get me wrong, many of us, we got a special anointing and we got a special calling and we got a special relationship with him. Yes, we do. But all of us can access this level of favor. All of us can do it. But like I said, it's going to take some things. It's going to take some things. Oh, God just gonna do this and do that and you ain't doing nothing. No, that's not realistic. What world are we living in where you can just get and not give? People be thinking that just because it's God, well, God gonna get, no, he not. No, he's not. What are you willing to do? Who are you willing to go apologize to when you knew you were wrong? When you know you're wrong? What are you getting ready to do? How far are you willing to go? Are you willing to swallow your pride? Are you willing to admit, yes, I was wrong when I did this, I did that, I knew what I was doing. I'm so sorry, I apologize. People don't even know how much that will I'm talking about within the blink of an eye, how it can change the trajectory of your life if you simply do that. A lot of people don't want to do it and they miss out. So that's why you got to get away from people like that don't want to do what you're doing, that don't want to swallow their pride, that don't want to do the work. You got to remove yourself because your blessings are being held up in limbo because you're around the wrong energy. That's why many people, when they get away from certain energy, you see them doing good, you hear about them doing good. God just I'm talking about rain and favor left and right. Because God is like, look, that's what I was trying to get you to do this whole time, but I guess you had to learn on your own. I guess you had to see on your own. I guess that last situation was what did it, so you could understand what I was trying to tell you. God gave you free will. So all of these, all the things, you guys, please understand that there's work to be done. You have work to do. But trust you me, when God sees your heart, when God knows your heart, he's going to make ways for you. I'm talking about he's going to do things for you that you sometimes you can't even believe. You can't see. God is moving and he continues to move for myself, people like me, because every time he do something, I don't gatekeep it. I gatekeep that energy these days, yes sir, because you ain't gonna mess up my momentum. He does certain things because he know every time he do something, I'm gonna be right up here. People say, oh, well, don't tell people about you. People will do. It don't matter what you do. If you say something, you don't say something, you move this. It don't. People gonna still be. It don't matter. People gonna still be mad. They still gonna be mad. So I be doggone if I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet and keep stuff zipped up because, well, you can't tell people because people start to do this. I don't care. God, can't nobody touch me or anybody else that's moving like this. That's why people understand and they know what time it is with the chosen ones. Don't come over here playing. Don't come in our energy playing no games. Don't come in our energy with the little sneak attacks. Don't come over here doing it. You will pay for it for the rest of your living days. You'll pay for it. And we won't have to spin the block. We won't have to even look in your direction no more. Because God gonna handle that. He gonna handle our light work. He said, I wish you would spin the block and waste time. Keep going forth. This ain't your problem over here. This is not clean up on aisle 6. I got this. You keep going. Most people that have done certain people wrong, chosen ones, chosen few, yeah, you might not see the ramifications right away, but they're coming. They're coming. You can't move a certain way with God's people and think that there's not going to be no repercussions for it. What world are some people? So I don't know what world people live in. I don't even know what planet some people is on. God is awesome, y'all. Get on this side of the game, please. Get over here where the blessings reign. I'm talking about consistently. The favor is consistent. The favor is not just reduced to money. It's reduced to your thoughts. by way of what you're thinking. Everyone don't get to praying. It's that stuff that you praying about. God done already hooked and said it already. Like Melvin from what's the name? From Baby Boy. God done hooked and said it already. You praying, and sometimes God be like, see, that's my child. But God, like, all I need you to do is just come over here about 2 more steps. Blessing right there. That's what he's doing in this season. Ain't no holding up, ain't no waiting, ain't no, God is running that. God is making it rain. He doing all of that. So that's why I talk the way I talk. That's why I let it be known the way I'm letting it be known, because this is where it's at. This is the side of the game that you want to be on. This is the element of life that you want to step into. We know what's out there in the world. We know. Many of us we've been out there. We know what's outside. We know, but it feels much better over here. Most of us are getting more rest these days. We well rested. We're not even gonna get on the peace that surpasses our understanding. We're not even gonna get on that. The level of peace that many of us have these days, because we got God walking alongside us. See, many chosen ones, we by ourselves a lot of times. We don't do a lot of stuff in groups. At the time we did, always got burned. We tried it. What's the definition of insanity? You keep doing something over and over again, expecting the same result. We realize it does not work for us. It can work for everybody else. Somebody can say all day, well, oh, this one is that one and that one is this one. Okay, well, yeah, they like that with you. And in the beginning, they'll probably be like that with me. But after a while, here we go with the foolishness. Here we go with the games. So that's why many of us chosen ones, we put our hand in the air. We say, okay, you know what? It's cool, because we really can rock by ourselves. Like, we got a whole squad, because we really know who walk alongside us. That energy you can't see. Yeah, physically, people see us. We solo dolo. No, we know exactly who we walking with. Every time we leave our houses, every time we cross the threshold of our doorsteps, we know who with us. We know who our true, real entourage is. Y'all, get on this side of the game, so that provision that many of us chosen ones are experiencing, these supernatural blessings. It's so crazy, because a lot of the people that I'm aligned with now spiritually, obviously my siblings, very, very close family member, very close family member. God is moving for us, all of us, in ways that's why I say you got to get spiritually aligned with people. You got to be equally yoked, because the same messiness that's going on and that all of us are experiencing and have experienced in this season of our lives, that same domino effect, follow me, that same domino effect of foolishness that we all had to conquer and we had to deal with and go through to get to these next blessings, it's the same domino effect of blessings that God is getting ready to bestow on all of us. So when I hear my people get blessed, when somebody that I love and know within this circle that I'm in spiritually, when they get blessed, I know that mine is coming. That's what y'all got to understand. Don't be upset. Don't get jealous. Don't covet. Don't be envious. Don't be mad. Just know that yours is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So if my people call me with their blessing and they good news, when I say I'm gonna be shouting for them, I'm gonna be happy for them, because I know mine is right there. I know mine is like right there, like teetering on the fence. I'm talking about to spill over in my lap. So I'm so glad and so thankful that God has spiritually Align me with the right people. Pray for this, y'all. Pray that God will do that in your lives. Pray that God will send the right people within your orbit, within your space, that you can have certain conversations with, that you can be yourself with, that you can understand that, hey, this person is not here to harm or hurt me. This person really wants the best for me. Like my loved ones, my family members, their words, not mine. You know, when I get off the phone with you, I just feel so good. Like I just feel, I feel so different. I feel so empowered. I feel so uplifted. They words, not mine. And like I tell many of them, it ain't just, it's vice versa. Me too. I appreciate y'all too. This reciprocation here, law of reciprocity in full effect. So the same way the people that I'm spiritually aligned with and equally yoked with in the spiritual realm are praying for my blessings and standing in the gap for me, what they say, with 2 or 3 or more are gathered, oh, it's gonna happen. I know what's getting ready to happen. I'm talking about soon and very soon. So every time I get up here and I talk like this, what God be doing? He be right there behind the scenes, behind that curtain. All right, you said it. Now I gotta perform. Now I gotta. Yep. You done put me out there now. All of this is possible for any and all of who may believe, who shall believe. Get away from the distractions. Get away from them. They don't serve a purpose in your calling or your assignment. They don't. I tried all of it. I tried all of it. Don't work. The stuff that God has shown me, the lens in which He's shown me things within these past couple of months, just from my obedience, the fasting, the praying, how I've been moving, turning down the liquor. Y'all, I'm transparent. I could go with some of the best of them when it comes to that sipping thing. That's one thing I feel like where people really rock with me. From middle school, high school on to now, I'm real. I'm an open book. I don't have no reason to lie. Some stuff, yeah, you gatekeep. Yes, of course. I don't have no reason to lie. I'm transparent. Oh yeah, I can hang with them. Nah, can't do that no more. God said there's no way that I can move for you if you're still in that state. If you're still at that version of yourself. You holding me up. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to bless you. I want to bless you for everything you've been through, columnists, everybody that's watching me. God is like, I'm trying. I want to bless you so bad, but you won't change. You won't shift. So I can't do it. Not at that level. I cannot reward that type of behavior. The enemy will. That's why a lot of y'all be thinking people blessed because of what they got. No, the devil bless people too. Please understand me. The way God blesses us chosen ones and my chosen few, it is different. It is not the same. It is not the same how God moves for us. It is not the same. Y'all stay blessed. Please stay blessed. Please do not get discouraged on this walk. New journeys in your life, new things that you are venturing off into, stepping into. If you're trying to transform your life, if you're trying to evolve, if you're trying to change, understand that the road is not going to be easy. But the race was not given to the swift. It just wasn't. Or the strong. It's the ones that endure. The consistency. The consistency. No matter how many times you fall, you keep crawling back to God. You keep getting up. You don't let the enemy win. You don't just throw in the towel and, you know what, I'm just going to be like everybody else. Oh, well, I'm outnumbered here. No. Don't you dare do that. You stand alone if you have to. It's safer and it's better. Trust you me, it's better. I know you may not feel that way in the beginning, but it's better. Like they say, better, better, better. It's better over here. A bunch of noise, a bunch of distractions, this, that. You got to move with this one and that energy, this energy. No, stand and affirm your own self. Get in your own energy. Get on your own frequency and see how much you begin to just ride the wave. You begin to just flow through the wind like a feather. You just moving in life. God just allowing people to just come into your element, come into your orbit and your space, and just bless you. Watch how he begins to move for you when you get out the way. I love y'all. 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 Continue to press towards the mark. I always tell y'all it's a blessing in the pressing. Don't feel like what you're doing is in vain. You understand me? Don't ever feel like what you're doing is in vain. It is worth something on the end. It's a pot of gold on that other side of the rainbow. But you just got to be willing to chase it. Just that simple. In the meantime, in between time, I love you guys. I love you all. Continue to trust and believe in who you all know God is. And I'm telling you, he going to do it for you. I mean, honestly, at this point, with certain people that do rock with me and watch me, if God is doing things for y'all, I want y'all to share them with me, whether it be through DM, whether it be even on the live stream. I want y'all to start sharing them with me because all of this energy is going to begin to rub off on you guys. I know it is. I know it is. For the ones that watch me consistently, I know y'all are seeking something. Because I ain't talking about foolishness. Everybody know what I talk about when I pop on here. So I know what y'all are seeking. I know. I was once that way, and I'm still that way. I seek a lot of people online to just get an understanding, lending my ear to people's voices to get an understanding. And I thank God that y'all are entrusting me to be a voice for you all, to try to help usher you all in and get y'all to the other side. So in the meantime, between time, y'all keep the faith, keep the faith, and just stay focused. All right? Peace. Love you, YouTube.